Yeah, I love the fact that you're building it in stages, and that I think a lot of people they don't actually look at it and go, oh, well, this isn't working. I've been at this for a week, but but I could see how you're building a structure, and that's one of the things that I really focus on with what you're talking about is like even with the NFTs, with your Gary coin, rally coins, and with whatever you're building, I just see that you're building it in stages, and then yeah, sometimes you go like, okay, that thing that I planned out at this point down the road, it's not going to work out, and I'm going to have to pivot. I'm going to have to change, but that's okay. But we don't know what's down the road. We could figure it out and we could plan for it, but the fact that you're actually just building it and staging it, and it's okay to change, but just building it and be okay to, you know what I'm saying. I'm rambling now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an idea guy. It's where my strength is. I get real bored telling people to do the same thing over and over and over and over again. I'm real good on my toes. I can think on my feet. I don't plan content. I ran a room on Clubhouse this morning, and I spoke for an hour, and I didn't plan a single word I was going to say. I ran a 3-day event back in 2014. Tony Robbins' virtual event team, they ran my event for me. They yelled at me because they said, we need your content. And I said, I'm not going to give you any. I ran a 3-day event with 100 people live in the audience with me, and I didn't plan any of my content. It's just me. I feel what's going on. I listen to people. I hear the energy, and I go where I think we need to go. I don't do well planned. So when I go into, say this is the structure of our program, I do change a lot because I don't know where it's going to go, and I don't know where we need to go. So I don't know. It just works better for me if I can help you when you need help, be there for you and support you when you need it, guide you in the right directions. And as long as we're vibing together, as long as it makes sense, then cool, that's great. And if it doesn't, you know what? Best part about it, when you stack coins, it's like, well, do you have a payment plan? Sure, I do. As long as it takes you to get to 250 Gary coins, that's your payment plan. Well, Gary, I can't make my payment this week. Don't buy any new coins this week. That's okay. We'll still love you. Well, Gary, I need to cancel. I know I paid about half my way there, but I need to cancel. Cool, take your money back. I hope it went up in value. I hope you made a profit through this journey. Well, Gary, I've been working with you now for 6 months, and I'm ready to go do something else. Can I get a refund? You sure can. All you have to do is hit the button and sell your coins. But if you want to stick with us, it won't cost you any more money. And maybe, just maybe, you'll need some help down the road. Or maybe, just maybe, I'll be on a bigger come up and your value will increase. So you can choose to stick with me without having to choose to cancel by just choosing to hold what you have. And that hits way different than, Gary, I love you, but I need to stop paying you. That just hits different. I've been trying to find the path so no one can cancel. You can sell, and if you want to sell, that's your choice. I don't really look at the sales, but no one can cancel. And that's the path I found.
I think that's a really powerful structure just because nobody ever feels slighted or shorted when they, I don't feel I got the value, you could just move out. I can tell you how many things I purchased that I watched them, I didn't like this, but I couldn't return it or I felt bad about returning it. I got some value out of it, but I didn't feel like, it was $1,000 worth of value or whatever I spent. But yeah, I mean, like I there's somebody else out there that wants what you have. It's gamifying reselling your content.
When it allows your supporters in the community to set your value. Because it's real weird when you start to pay people. I like to help creators make money. And like, we know if you're busy, then you can charge more. Like, right? It's just like you only have so much time. So if you're real busy, you can charge more. Well, somebody comes to me today and they say, I want to get coaching from you. Cool, go buy 250 Gary coin. What do those cost? I don't know. Go look them up today. Well, right now they're $13. Well, what happens if next month those 250 Gary coin are $20? Well, now it would cost you $5,000. It would cost you over $1,000 more money because you chose to wait. Well, what happens if they're $10? It might cost you a little bit less money because you chose to wait. So I don't get to control any of that anymore because 250 Gary coin is only 250 Gary coin, and it always will be 250 Gary coin. So I can just go be me, Yeah, I mean, this YouTube video can blow up. The podcast can blow up. Oprah was on Clubhouse. I mean, I'm sure she'll interview me next. Joking there. But, you know,
No.
like that happens. And what happens? All of a sudden, like if you go look yesterday at like the Bored Ape Yacht Club and the Mutant Apes, if you go look at their transactional volume, they did $20 million in transactions yesterday. 20 million yesterday. That happens out of the blue because Jimmy Fallon bought an ape. Jimmy Fallon buys an ape. Now let's imagine that something happens and one day, I don't know, Jimmy Fallon tweets that he owns a bunch of Gary coin. And imagine where that goes then, and all of a sudden my services, because I'm real popular now. So if you want to get access to my services, man, you got to pay a lot more money now. I didn't set that price. I didn't say my value went up. My entire community did because they raised the price of the coin.
You know, if he's just down the street from me right now, you should put an ad on Hollywood Boulevard and get him to buy a giraffe, right?
That would be perfect. He did buy the ape. He said permission to come aboard. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, I saw that article this morning. It was great.
And then Timberland just launched a new music act. I don't know if you're a Timberland fan.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I didn't know that he was launching anything.
He did. He just launched a music act with 4 apes, and he's the musician behind the apes. And they're all animated, and they're going to produce music as apes.
Did you know that we have a Discord server? Come and join the conversation about things like entrepreneurship, monetization methods, YouTube, blockchain technologies, and more. See you over there.